same bottle, that's it, right? The bottles are the same, the mixing formula is the same, right? So you can apply process costing. So no rocket science over there. So any indirect cost, how you find out the indirect cost, manufacturing overhead, all the cost divided by number of units, easy. Now things are a little bit more complicated when a company is making many different products. You are also making fabric. For example, the famous case right now is Evergrande. You heard about that in China? If you're in Shanghai, you must heard this kind of news. There is a financial distress, and the people are saying that there is going to be like a financial crisis in China due to Evergrande. Evergrande is a real estate company that is like more than 300 billion US dollar, and he's not able to pay. They are in in construction, they are in automobile, EV, electric vehicles. They are also in finance industry. They are also in, I think, some of some advertising, this kind of as well. So their products are very different, right? So in these factories, products are manufactured to orders. Orders are coming, and they are manufacturing the product. The people are, the same workforce. They are working for example, making a mouse, and then a new order came, for example, making computers, keyboard. Now same workers are now working for making keyboards. Maybe they fulfill the order in 2 hours, and then the rest of the 6 hours they are working on making keyboards. Now in that case, tracing the manufacturing overhead is a little bit tricky, right? So the unique nature of each order requires tracing, allocating costs to each job, and maintaining cost records for each job. Here we go. So example include Boeing aircraft, Bechtel International, large-scale construction. Why? Because each building, each skyscraper, each house is different. You're not making the same houses for everyone. Even though you are making the same houses, even then, the location cost matters. Now, you bought the land in different parts of that city with different prices. Maybe you are making the same houses, but land cost differs, right? So cost will be a different one over there. Similarly, Walt Disney Studio movie production, every movie is different one. Some movie requires huge budget, some low budget, right? Different stories and all those stuff, different characters, graphics involved. So here we go. If we have a very precise comparison regarding process and job order costing, so number one, number of job works. In job order, there are many jobs that workers work. For example, from 9 to 11, they are working on mouse, production of mouse. In 11 to till the lunch break, they are working on, making the different parts of assembling computers, and rest of the, till they're, after the work, they are working for making keyboards, right? So a worker is working many jobs. Process costing, everyone is making a single product. It's like this assembling line, that's it. You're working on a single product. Cost accumulated by jobs, and in this one, they are accumulated by department. So assembly department cost divided by the number of units, that's it. How much units they assembled, easy. But jobs, assembly department divided by number of units, home units. The units are based on keyboards, computers, or mouse, right? So you need to decide. So it depends on the job. So average cost computed by the job, and here average cost is basically based on departmental wise, that's it, right? So if you understand the process costing and the job order costing, please understand, identify which companies would be likely to use job order costing rather than process costing. Sipade.
It can have more than one answer, right?
It can have more than one answer.
Well, definitely B and D.
B and
D,
D for dog, right?
yeah, architects and caterers.
Cater. Okay. Chandra?
Wait, I'm still thinking.
Come on. A bird came in. Okay, please think.
So
Okay.
yeah, I choose B.
Christine, would you like
B.
to, have your own thoughts on this? Christine. Okay. So answer is, oh, come on. So the answer is B and D. Paper, okay, they are making the same paper, ketchup, same, right? So the question arises between the, okay, building of commercial fishing vessel. Commercials are like same, they are making the same vessels, not personalized or customized. If they are making customized, then it means that is job order costing. Commercial means they are making the same boat for commercial purposes. That's it. So E cannot be the answer. Now, architect, yes, not every building is the same. So that's why architecture is job order costing. D, cater for a wedding reception. Every wedding is different, buddy. David, every wedding is different. Some invite 10 people, some want to have like at least 10 dishes, some want only one dish, some want to have this kind of like drinks, specific this kind of like cocktails. Okay, I want wedding reception at the beach with this flower, with this one, right? And the wedding is too costly when it moves according to the status as well. If it's the same one, then look at the poor marriage, middle class marriage, and the luxury marriage. It's not for like a simple in one country. It's all countries' problem. Some people spend millions of dollars on their weddings, right?
But the carter is the one who drives the car of the wedding.
Caterers. So caterers' responsibilities are like to decorate and to provide cutlery, expensive cutlery, luxury cutlery, simple cutlery, kind of drink, kind of fruits, which kind of like salads, this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, I thought it was something else. My bad.
Okay, so that's why it is a job order costing. Okay.
Fair enough.
I wonder, but you are like me.
Thanks.
And girls make a very stiff point. A caterer can be, and it must be the good job order costing. Sipade, why you are firm with this caterer for wedding reception? Have you ever attended any wedding?
Well, I'm 25. Of course, I've attended weddings, sir.
Because
25 years.
The male psychology is that okay, wedding is very cheap and all this stuff. But when they talk about their partner, then they realize that oh my god, it's getting way out of my budget. But you have to fulfill,
Yeah.
right? So okay, that was just a little memory that came to my mind.
Are you kidding that you're 25?
Well, I'm 24. I'm turning 25 soon.
Oh.
David, make sure you don't want to be you don't or like want it for don't ask age, especially with females or girls. Don't ask this question.
All right.
Plus, in many culture, David, it's very rude to ask age, especially the female age or ladies' age, and even in some countries, Even asking the age, male age is very, very disrespectful. So,
Yeah, I didn't mean to be rude, sorry.
okay, I think we are going way beyond our discussion. Okay, so learning objective 2, identify the documents used in a job order costing system. So this is just for documents. It's fairly simple, just the way you present it. So there is not rocket science here. So a company receives, for example, 3 jobs. And 3 jobs, of course, direct material is going to be used, direct labor is going to be used. So it's very easy to find out, okay, how much material is going for job order. For example, this is, furniture company. So job 1 is making chairs. Job order 2 is making tables. Job order 3 is making wardrobes or something, right? So you know how much, lumbers or how much, the wood is going to be used. So this easy traceable material. Direct labors, okay, one chair at least takes like 1 hour to make. One table takes 2 hours. One wardrobe makes 4 hours to 5 hours to make. It's really, easy to find out the direct material and direct labor. Now, real things, it's, the real things or real, difficulty happens when you want to find out that, okay, how much I need to allocate the indirect labor to these jobs, 1, 2, 3, right? And remember that concept, you receive orders and that orders pre-orders, right? And in that case, you need to give quotation and then do this kind of stuff. So manufacturing overhead include both indirect material and direct labor, and these are allocated to all jobs rather than directly traceable to you, right? So manufacturing overhead is not easily traceable. So here we go. So this is called the job cost sheet, which is, let's talk about this. So we have an example. Pierco has a job that calls for construction of wooden cargo crates. Now you can see the separate section of direct material, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead here. So direct material, direct labor, manufacturing overhead here, right? So this is a date on which this job is initiated. This is the job number A143. Date, units completed, and department. So this is the responsibility of B3 department, right? And this is a summary. So how these, where these, amounts are coming. So direct material is coming from direct material form. Direct labor is coming from direct labor forms. Manufacturing overhead is coming from, let's talk about this. So direct material is coming from direct material record